once again. This is our first week of our daily lives with our Monad family meetings. New offering that I'm bringing to you. My name is Sitara Faye. For those of you that are just tuning in, I'm going to do a 3-card reading. You'll see that there's a playlist here on my channel that is called Transformational Tuesdays. And I used to do these every single week for a very long time, for almost 3 years. So I'm excited to just kind of revisit some of the old ways. I'm going to be using this deck by Colette Baron Reed. It's one of my favorites. My dog got to it at one point, but it's called Wisdom of the Oracle. These are some of my favorite personal cards to use, and I'm really excited to be bringing some of this wisdom for you. What I encourage you to do right now is go ahead and take a moment, take a pause to set your intention or think about your question. What is it that you would like to experience? What is it that you would like to feel? What is it that you would like to have some clarity on? And I've just recently started reading these upright and in the protection mode. So we're going to see how this goes. And for those of you that don't yet have a Monad mug, what are you waiting for? I've got my new special gold one here today. The symbol's a little bit faint, but I love it. I just absolutely adore it. So go ahead and you can click the store links that are just below this video. It'll bring you to all sorts of options. So tune into that, but let's go ahead and take a moment. Take a nice big deep breath in through your nose and allow yourself to connect to your root chakra right there at the base of your spine, connecting all the way down to the center of the earth. The reason I like to do this at the beginning of all of our calls or our readings or transmissions or whatever it is that we're doing that day is because I really want all of us to be present, grounded, and in our bodies. And now when we have all sorts of stuff going on in our lives, it's very easy, especially when we're very emotionally charged, it's very easy for us to pop out of our bodies and not stay grounded and not stay connected. And sometimes it sounds kind of weird to hear that or to say that, but when you start to, all right, here we are again. It becomes a lot easier to notice when you're out. So the more you practice that grounding core and the more you practice being very rooted and present in your physical form, the more you will be able to, one, feel your feelings, feel your sensations, access your own truth, be very connected to your intuition. It's like that's just kind of step one to working in the world of energy, when you start connecting to the world beyond the physical, which your emotions are completely connected to that. It's so funny to me that so many people don't even want to acknowledge that anything beyond the physical world exists, when our emotions and the energy and the sensations or feelings that we get, all of that is coming from the non-physical. It's all coming from our spirit body. It's all coming from influences or insights that are, beyond the physical, which is why I named my podcast that. Well, lots of reasons for that. All right, so go ahead, set your intention. What is it that you would like to receive some guidance on today? And I'm just going to go ahead and draw out 3 cards. And this one wants to come from the middle. Okay, beautiful. So you can look at this. Go ahead and connect in with your energy body. Now, these 3 cards can be past, present, future. They can simply be just beginning, middle, end. However this resonates for you, go ahead and know that the messages that are here for you, because we're doing a collective reading, some of these things will resonate and some of them will maybe just kind of touch on. But what we're going to do is really set that intention that everybody that's here is going to receive the messages or the insights that you are here to receive, that'll help you just kind of move the needle a little bit. We'll get some energy moving. If there's something that you're stuck on or anything in that way, we're going to go ahead and just kind of shift that very quickly, gently, and easily. So let's go ahead. Let's start with a prayer as we call in divine truth and love into this sacred space. We invoke the highest possible healing for each and every viewer, replayer, and myself. We ask for the courage and compassion to speak and to hear from the purest form of self love and forgiveness to all involved. All right, beautiful. All right, so we have this card, Exchanging Gifts. I'm sorry that there's a glare there. How can we? So it's in the protection position. I'm going to go ahead and hold it upright so that you can see it. There's it's like a dancer fairy coming out of a box, connecting there with the energy of a cat playfully. So exchanging gifts. Let's go ahead and tune in and see what this one is. Iotianiakia tonuku apunuki iasiatia unuku apu unuku haakana iakio konuku uku upunuku waka haaka. Iakio tonuku pu haaka asatana ia konuku apu uku haakanai. Isiatiania iakia ia uapuna haaka. Ua satanai I kia akanaya ia kua puno hu'ukua a. So just allowing yourself to receive that healing. Sometimes light codes just come through, even sometimes unexpectedly for me. Some of the message that I was getting in there has to do with the energy of Christmas coming up and has to do with the energy just simply of moving into the holidays. So the exchanging gifts, it can be taken or looked at literally as far as what are you going to do in a gift exchange. And what they're showing me is don't think too hard about it. Don't overthink this because of the economic situation that a majority of the world is in right now. You're not alone in it. And your gifts and your values are not measured by, let's say, the size of the gifts that you're able to exchange and receive. But ultimately, what we want to focus on there is the value that you have internally to be able to share. So the exchanging and the gifts is being able to recognize and know that it doesn't have to be something that is physical or material, that is a gift that we share with others. So whether it be Christmas or whether it just be on a day-to-day basis, let's say you go to the coffee shop and you have an interaction with somebody, there's a conversation that moves you a little bit, and maybe it's just a little interaction, it's a hello, and maybe it's actually something that goes a little bit deeper, but that there are gifts that we exchange in human interaction, in sharing space and conversation with other people. So when you're able to give yourself the opportunity to do something different, go somewhere you haven't been before, and allow yourself to sit and sink in and recognize the value of the gifts that are simply in that room or in that space that are available for you now. It's going to start picking up the idea of transformation. It's going to start picking up the idea of what it is that you can offer in a new way, especially if you're thinking, how can I open a new stream of income? How can I, use my gifts and talents to be able to bring abundance into myself and into my family or into my world? There's going to be inspiration that comes through getting out of your normal routine and going to new places. So going somewhere that you've never been before, that's going to open your heart and open your eyes in a new way. All right, so we have truth be told. And remember that whenever you're tuning into this video, it is the absolute perfect and right time for you. So truth be told, the very clear and immediate answer or reason that this is coming up that I see is that there is going to be truth revealed that has been hidden or secrets that have been tried to be buried in the recent past. I'm saying like the last 3 months. So there will be insights of information that it's like maybe if you haven't quite gotten closure on a particular circumstance or situation, or maybe there's something inside that's still getting to you, or you're still having dreams about a circumstance. These last few months have been really heavy for all of us with the eclipse window, 6 planets in Mercury or in retrograde, especially Mercury. um, and so we've all kind of been operating in a lot of different ways. It's not like consistently that everybody's operating at an emotional max, but there's been a lot of upheaval that's been going on internally. And because those reflections of ourself are coming up, there's certain capacities in which maybe some people weren't able to have the conversations that needed to be had. And so it's like the mud just had to settle. So if we just let the dust settle, we let things clear, now what you're going to be seeing is the truth being told, the truth being revealed, the truth coming out. And so this can be through conversations, it can be through unexpected run ins with people, it can also be through an internal connection with yourself where you find that solace. But the sensation or the feeling that I'm getting is actually news coming to you that will help to reveal something that you've kind of been stuck on. Beautiful. And then we get not for you. Really sorry about this glare here. So, not for you in the protection position. Let me go ahead and tune into what this one is. Yeah, what I'm seeing is that it's like rejection is your protection. So the not for you is where maybe you would have wanted something to be different or something to have changed in the past, but it just isn't that. So it's important to recognize that there is a turn of events that is occurring and that will be occurring. It's like what has not been quite reconciled. Okay, truth is going to be told. You're exchanging gifts, so you're understanding the value of what the exchange is, of what it is that you offer, what it is that you want. Maybe you've even raised your standards recently in the last 6 months of saying, I'm absolutely done with this. I will not tolerate this anymore. Or this pattern within myself, I'm completing so that it doesn't keep coming back, sort of thing. So then we have the truth being revealed. We have that information coming to you that's going to help you shift into that new state of awareness. And maybe it's even that you had an idea of the way something was, and this can be like an egoic defense mechanism. Our mind wants to complete the circle. Our mind doesn't want these, loose ends or all right. So trying to close that loop. So when we connect into the not for you card, it's a reconciliation. It's a reconciliation that says, okay, you've learned the lesson, you've integrated it. The information that's coming your way is solace. It will bring a different kind of steadiness into your heart. It will bring a different kind of reconciliation where you're feeling calmer, where you're feeling more relaxed, more present, more conscientious, even about how you are operating, how you are moving through the world, and what you are attracting. So, when we do that inner work, we're clearing out our inner pipes, we're clearing out our inner channels, we're clearing out our subconscious. Now, when we clear out our subconscious, because our subconscious is what manifests things into our life. It's why if you think, oh, I want a Ferrari, oh, I want this or whatever, it doesn't just appear in your driveway. The subconscious, or like you'll attract a situation, you go, I didn't want this. Well, your subconscious is attracting these things from a vibrational standpoint. So that vibrational standpoint, it's like attracts like, it's bringing these circumstances or maybe these people or that you've had soul contracts with or karmic bonds, these sorts of things. It'll bring them in that you've had soul contracts with or karmic bonds, these sorts of things. It'll bring them into your life so that you can learn these lessons and integrate in this earth school that we're all living in. So when you're able to connect with that not for you energy, and you know that it's okay, rejection is your protection. It doesn't lower your self worth. It doesn't lower your self value. In fact, maybe you got into the circumstance because you had low self value, because you had low self worth. So that when you connect in and you see what is true for you on a mind, body, heart, intuitive level, it makes it easier to let go and release these patterns. So that not for you card showing up even in the protection position is to say, okay, well, you get the truth. Yes, you can be in, compassion and forgiveness, but it's not necessary for you to reopen that door or go back into past patterns that you already have seen the results of that probably weren't as enlivening and as invigorating as you wanted. So know that the path forward for you is clearing. The path forward for you is where you want to be focusing your attention. It's where you want to be focusing your energy. It's where you want to be focusing your actions and your motivation. So, if we can stay aligned with what is truly important for us, we'll be able to see even more clearly how we can heal and reconcile some of these things in our heart that still feel open ended, because that open-endedness is actually also what's creating a guard or a layer of protection. And so that open-endedness, it doesn't feel complete. What we want to do is complete that because it's taking room or taking very valuable space inside of your energetic composition, inside of your body, that isn't allowing room for the new to enter. So when we do that, when we heal, when we reconcile, when spirit brings us information that we may need just to put that piece back in place, to put that piece back together, we're able to hold ourselves in such a place of compassion and deep love that we can see ourselves and those around us even more clearly. But it will also open the opportunities and open the doors and make them available for you so that you can receive the goodness and the blessings that are coming in for you. So go ahead and just simply take a moment, connecting again your root chakra to the center of the earth. For anything that has come up for you, go ahead and allow it to release. Give yourself the opportunity in the moment to be still, be steady, and allow yourself the opportunity to also be free of constructs from the past. Breathing easy and allowing yourself to reconcile those soul contracts. Even if you're like, I don't know how to do that, it doesn't matter. We're here right now. You're actually doing a lot more energy work than you know. So be still, be present, allow your heart to be open, and let that heaviness that's there either liquefy and slip down your root chakra into that center of the earth. If it's something that's like very big and very heavy, you can let it fall out, fall down that grounding cord to the center of the earth. The mechanism that's trying to protect you, but also creating or causing more pain in your body, allow it to be released from the root chakra down to the center of the earth. Beautiful. So I hope this reading has served you well. We're going to be meeting again tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I would love to see you there. And like I said, if you haven't yet gotten your monad mug, this comes in silver and gold, white, black, we've got all sorts of options. Please, of course, peruse the online shop and see what it is. I'm also really excited to share with you that I have another offering that I'm going to be sharing. It is called Rise. So if you go over to my Instagram, find me at sitara.speaks, and that's SITARA.speaks. You can send me a direct message just simply with the word Rise. I will then respond to that and bring you or get you the information, gather a little information from you, but also get the information that you would need in case you're interested. This is an opportunity for open-minded entrepreneurs. This is an opportunity to use the world of energy to be able to increase our bottom line, to bring in cash flow by focusing on raising our frequency and what are the patterns and things we're doing to pull ourselves down so that we can reconcile those self-sabotaging patterns and just really up level and step ourselves into a new state and a new way of being that obviously and of course is going to streamline what we are receiving and what we're calling in. So if that's something that you feel like you want to participate in, like I said, go to my Instagram, find me there, follow me, and send me a DM just simply with the word Rise, and I will get back to you very, very quickly. All right, my sweet loves. I will chat with you very soon. Thank you for joining me today. Go ahead and again, like, share, comment. All of that, of course, helps so, so, so very much. And so as we go forth, may we integrate the healing and the lessons received with courage, self-love, and compassion. Our session here today is very much complete. Mwah! Ciao, ciao.